What's going on, guys? Josh Love Talk here. Hope you guys are doing well. Today's video, I want to talk about the different types of men you would meet when you're dating and how to navigate this man. Now, the reason I feel like it's important to know the type of man you're dating is that it would help you know who wants to waste your time and who is serious about you. And when you know this, you can decide what's best for you and what's going to serve you in the long run. To help me make my point, I'll be using the analogy of shopping, right? So you as the woman, you are the shop or the shop owner, and men are the shoppers. Before I get into it, please subscribe, hit the bell so you know when I post my videos. The first type of man is the window shopper. Now, the window shopper is somebody that's just browsing. They have no intentions or capacity to buy. They're just looking around. In the dating world, this is the guy that is just talking, but is not looking to make any type of commitment with you. So if you're talking to a guy and it's just one long talking stage, he never arranges to meet you up. He's just talking and making promises, but nothing ever happens. He's happy to ask you to send nudes. He's happy to ask you to come Netflix and chill or come cook for him. But he is not looking to make any commitment or any effort on his part. When you're talking to this type of man, you are dealing with a window shopper. And the best way to navigate a window shopper is to make him make some commitments or ask him to make some commitments. I don't know if you guys experience this, but when I go into a store to buy shoes, the sales assistant would ask, how does it fit? And then he or she would say, would you like me to put it behind the tills for you? When that question is asked, I have to think, now, do I want to buy this or not? The principle of that is to make the customer commit to something. And that way you're not just wasting your time. It's the same thing with dating. If you're dealing with a window shopper, make them commit. So you can say, like, we've been talking for a few weeks. I'm looking for something serious. What are you looking for? If he says, yeah, of course, I want something serious as well. Well, show me what serious looks like to you. That way he has to do something. If he's not serious about you, he'll probably just ghost you. If he's serious, then he will make some type of commitment, which is arrange a date or sort something out. Either way, you find out his intentions and you're not stuck in that one phase. And that's the thing you should avoid, not getting stuck in a stage longer than you should. The second type of man you would meet is a bargain hunter. The bargain hunter is somebody that likes discount. They don't want to pay the full price for anything. In the dating world, this is the man that wants maximum benefits for doing the bare minimum. So if you're talking to a guy and you find that you're the one that's always putting in the work, you're the one giving the most, and every now and then he shows up, says nice things, does a little bit just to keep you going, and then the cycle continues. When you're dealing with this type of man, you're dealing with the bargain hunter. The best way to navigate a bargain hunter is to set your standards and stick to them. So if you're dating, I like to believe you've got your non-negotiables. These are things you will not compromise on. Of course, everybody has to compromise on something because no one's going to have everything you want. So the things that are not so important to you, of course you can compromise, but you should also have your non-negotiables and stick to them. Like in the real world, when a bargain hunters go to a store, there is a point where the shop owner says, you know what, listen, I cannot sell it below this price. This is the bare minimum. I cannot go below this price. Okay. And that price has to work for the shop owner. Now, they can both come to an agreement and decide what's best for them. And in some cases, the bargain hunter will leave and find a bargain elsewhere. It's the same principle in dating. Stick to your non-negotiables. If you know that these things will not make you happy, don't accept it because you're desperate for a relationship or because you just want something to happen. Okay, I feel like the women that end up with bargain hunters are women who are desperate for relationships, who have low self-esteem, or do not know really what they want. So they just settle for what feels good as opposed to being intentional about what they want. When you stick to your non-negotiables, the bargain hunter has to decide, do I want this? Is this fine with me? Or I'm going to go look for a bargain elsewhere. Either way, it's fine for you because you get to move on and you don't waste your time. The third type of man you will meet is the indecisive guy. The indecisive guy is somebody that's spoiled for choice and cannot commit to one thing. In the dating world, This is a type of guy that will do everything you want your man to do, but they would not commit to you. So if you're talking to a guy and he's taking you out, he's invested in you, he's invested his time, his money, his resources, but he is not committing to you, you are probably dealing with the indecisive guy. And the reason they do this is because either they're committed to somebody else, so they're already in a relationship, or because of the wealth of their resources, they have too many options. And I get that this is probably the type of man most women are attracted to, that a lot of women are attracted to at the same time, because they have the resources, whether it's financial or social wise, they have the resources. But if you carry on, you might just end up wasting your time and they still wouldn't choose you. The indecisive guy makes a choice when he's ready. Okay, if he's not ready, there is nothing you can do to convince him. The best way to navigate the indecisive guy is to give them a time frame to choose, to make a choice. Okay, it's like either you choose me or I'm out. And that might sound extreme to some people, but when you're dealing with somebody that's not making a decision, that is what you have to do. Of course, they might not choose you, and I guess that's the fear for a lot of people. But even if they don't choose you, at least you can move on. Now you know they're not choosing you for whatsoever reason. It doesn't matter. But they're not choosing you. That is fine. Move forward now and meet other people, as opposed to wasting your time waiting for somebody to decide, and then when they decide, it's not you. The last type of man you'll meet when you're dating is the decisive guy. This is the guy that knows what he wants, has the resources to afford it, and just goes for it. No time wasted. In the dating world, this is the ideal type of guy. This is the person that tells you what they want. They're intentional. You're dating, progresses to a relationship, and hopefully happily ever after. With the decisive guy, there's not much you can do to navigate. All you need to do really is not mess it up. To be frank, any of the type of guys I've mentioned can end up being the right guy. A window shopper can decide to buy, as we all do. Sometimes you go to a store, you have no intention of buying, but something catches your eye and you end up committing to it. The bargain hunter can decide to pay full price, okay? And the indecisive guy can actually decide. People can change their mind. The thing to know though is that it's not your job to change people's mind or to convince them. Your job is to decide, to know what they want at that point in time, so you can move forward. If it's not you, or if they're not ready, when you're ready, you can move forward with your life. The last thing I just want to point out in this video is that as a woman, you also have the responsibility to make sure you're fit for the type of guy you want. If I want to own a business, I want people to come and spend 6 figures. I need to know that my store cannot be shabby. My products has to be top range and quality. These people will get great customer service. So my shop has to be fit for the type of clients I want. As a woman, don't fall into the trap of entitlement. Don't think because I've got the sensuality and the sexuality, and this is what all men want, so therefore I deserve everything. It doesn't work that way. Dating is competitive, okay? You have to be fit for what you want. Work on yourself to the point where you are fit for the type of man you are looking for. That's me for today, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. As always, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. Thanks for listening. I'll catch you on the next one.